Hey everyone, this is Rumana here and welcome to another video. In today's video, we are going to talk about how to write in exam. As always, this video is brought to you by Vidyadeep Institute of Engineering and Technology. I'm going to put all their links down in the description box below, so you definitely check them out. Now, without further ado, let's get on to today's topic. Today's topic is how to write an exam. I have 7 key points that I want to discuss with you guys. Point number 1, your answer sheet represents you. As an examiner, I don't know that how intelligent, smart or hardworking you are. I have never seen you, I have never met you, I don't have any contact with you. All the assumptions about you that I'm going to make will be based on your answer sheet. So you have to make sure that your answer sheet represents you in the best possible way. So when you have your answer sheet in your hand, you have to ask yourself a question. Does this represents me in the best possible way? If your answer is yes, then you are on the right track. Point number 2. Understanding how your answer sheet is being evaluated. This may differ from university to university, but I'm going to take example of Gujarat Technical University. In GTU, answer sheets are first scanned and then they are uploaded on a portal, and the examiner will log into that portal and check the supplementaries online, which means that from this information you can identify that a supplementary will look much smaller on a computer screen or a laptop screen compared to how it looks in real life, right? So this is just a simple example. You do research for your own university and find out how your supplementary is being evaluated. This is a very key point in making a strategy. Our point number 3 is give proper numbering and notification. Let's take an example. If this is how you are going to write question number 1, then it is incorrect. But if this is how you are going to write question number 1, then it is correct. In the first example, it is difficult to identify which question you have written. But in the second example, it is very visible. Basically, when you are giving notifications or numbering, it should be visible at least from a kilometer away. Okay? Point number 4 is follow proper sequence. If there are 5 questions in the exam and you want to attend question number 3 first, you can do that. The sequence is not important, but once you attend a question, you also have to attend all their subsections. If you attend question 5A first, then next should be question 5B, then question 5C, so on and so forth. You cannot attend question 5A, then question 2B, then question 3C. Don't do that. I cannot tell you how many times I'm checking the supplementary and I have to go through the entire supplementary 2 to 3 times just to see which question the person has attended. Also extremely important, if you are writing down question 5B, then don't just only simply write down B. Write down question 5B. Point number 5 is write your answers in a systematic manner. For example, you have to explain VCRS system. Then first, define VCRS system, its full form, then draw its pH and TS diagrams, then explain each and every process in detail, then its limitation, application, and so on. Never write all these things in an essay. Always divide your answer in subsections, in different departments, in different sections. This becomes extremely easy for examiner and this looks aesthetically very pleasing. This looks very systematic, very organized, and that is what we want. Point number 6. Do not follow stupid tricks and tactics that some random person has given you. Many times when I'm invigilating, as soon as I hand over the supplementary to the students, they'll take out their pencils and scales and they'll start drawing the margins on both sides of the supplementary. I know what you're trying to do there. What you want is just to fill more pages. I mean, we are not stupid, nobody is stupid, it is so obvious, it is not something very genius that you're doing. And in some cases, let's take an example, if your supplementary does not have a margin on left hand side, then in that case, okay, you can draw a margin, but there is no need of a margin on right hand side, so please don't do that. Tip number 7, highlight keywords. We have already discussed about this in our previous video. Every single theory that you study will have certain focal points, key points that are center of that theory. Always highlight them when you are writing. For example, pressure, temperature, or definitions, characteristics, properties, limitations, examples. If it is important, then highlight those points. So those are my 7 tips, and I'm sure they will help you out. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you next time.